The girl bit through her backpack with all her strength, pulled out a piece of wire, then straightened it with both hands. After bending one end, Mary had made a simple hook. Mary reached out with her right hand to hook the climbing rope hanging from the cliff wall. Once she caught it, she carefully retracted the wire and finally managed to grab the rope with her hand. Using the rope, Mary leapt with all her might and barely reached the solid rock on the right. Only then did her tense heart finally settle. But Mary didn't dare stop and rest. 3 criminals were hunting her down. The higher she climbed, the better her chances of survival. Gathering every ounce of strength, Mary hauled herself onto a small ledge where an abandoned sleeping bag lay nearby. Just as she prepared to climb to the summit, she suddenly heard the voices of the criminals above. They had taken a shortcut and reached the top first. Helpless, Mary could only crouch down and rest for the moment. After bandaging the wounds on her hands, Mary pulled a camming device from her pack and wedged it into a crack in the rock. Then she hooked the sleeping bag onto it and, without caring whether it was secure, crawled inside. The intense daytime climbing had drained her completely. She dug out her last piece of beef jerky to regain some strength, then leaned against her backpack and fell into a deep sleep. The criminals on the mountaintop had planned to catch her when she appeared, but after waiting until dark with no sign of Mary, they finally lost patience and decided to act. They secured a rope, tied it to a deep 220-pound sandbag, and together hurled it down the cliff. With a scream, Mary was jolted from the sleeping bag. Before she could react, the sandbag came swinging toward her again. Luckily, in her panic, Mary grabbed onto the sandbag, keeping herself from falling off the cliff. But when the criminals tried to pull the sandbag back up, they found it wouldn't budge. Hearing this, Ross leaned over to look. Seeing the situation, he ordered his companion to let go of the rope, then grabbed a knife and cut the rope clean through.